Hey guys, welcome back. My name's Stu and this is Holiday Forests for Rollercoaster Tycoon Classic, another scenario from Blaze's scenario pack. Deep into a forest, two mountains live. A small park is already situated there, but it needs more customers. Your objective to have at least 1100 guests in your park at the end of October year 3 with a park rating of at least 600. So even though this is in the challenging section, then it's not really that challenging, or at least it doesn't sound like it. So we've got 3 years, we've got a large-ish scenario. There's the happy little mountains then, living there. Okay, so we've got a junior coaster, which isn't terrible. Mountainside slider, decent stats on that. I don't like the location of the rides. Yeah, I'll be moving them. And whoa, what is... Yeah, there's that as well. Okay, so we've got a £20,000 loan. There you go. Sell that. We make 9,000. So that's most of the loan paid back. Okay, so we'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of all the rides actually, apart from the junior coaster. We'll keep that. Let's see what we've got then. We already seen the loan. We've got some transport rides. Good selection of gentle rides. Good selection of coasters, good selection of thrill rides, good selection of water rides. Decent enough selection of shops, but I think we could do, since we've got so much of everything else, it's always good to have some variety in shops. So we'll do that. We'll research shops. I'll get rid of the pathing and the rides. So I'll put no entry signs down on the paths to bring the guests back to the main path. Put down a plaza there with all the shops and stuff. And then we can branch off it. It's a 3-year scenario. It's not a high goal, so I'm going to take my time. We're charging for admission, but I'm going to put this up to £40. We've got enough rides in the park at the moment to justify the 40, but we won't once I get rid of all these. But I'm not really worried. If we don't get guests coming in, that's fine. If we end up winning Worst Park Award, that's also fine because we've got 3 years, so it'll be fine. May year 1, it's raining, so we're benefiting from the umbrellas. We did end up winning Worst Value Park Award. So what that does, and what all the negative park awards will do, is they will reduce the amount of guests spawning by 25%. If you win a positive award, it'll boost it by 25%, and they stack as well. So if you win 2 negative awards, it'll reduce it by 50%. If you win 2 positive, it'll boost it by 50%. And I presume they cancel each other out as well. So if you win a worst award, a bad award and a good award, nothing will happen. But anyway, so we've got our plaza there. We've got a little merry-go-round just down here, path coming down. And we've got a Ferris wheel just down there, a little bridge, happy little bridge, but there, and we've decorated the junior coaster there and repainted it and given it a slightly different name. It was called Mountainside Slider, so let's just call it Mountain Slider, and I'm done with it. Cool, yeah, happy with that. So we've almost got enough rides to justify the 40. I think one more ride, maybe 2 more rides should do it. That award is going to fall off at some point, and then the guests should start coming in, but we're not really too concerned. We've got plenty of cash that we can use. I haven't bothered paying any of the loan back. I've just used the money that we had from selling it to build new rides. Yeah, we've got no problems at all. You know, we're just building slowly. We've got 3 years. We're not going to have any issues at all. October year 1, 640 guests in the park. So we're over halfway there. Then we've added a magic carpet, 3D cinema. We've got 2 little bridges just coming over here, another path loop. I like to add on major junctions and corners and things. I like to add a kiosk, so that way if it's raining and guests are walking by, they'll buy an umbrella. And then next to that, then I'll put down a cash machine if available and a toilet. That way we always have tons of toilets in the park, which should make us eligible for best toilets. We've got a water coaster just here, up and down and back around, and a rogue bit of fence there I'll get rid of. We've got a top spin just there. We've got the haunted house just there, and we've got the path loop, the other side of the path loop there. So we've got plenty of space to be building rides inside and outside of the paths as well. So you always got to make sure that you're not boxing yourself in. Yeah, so we only need another 450 guests in the park. The awards gone, so guests are going to be spawning as normal. How much cash? £60 on that guest. Yeah, so let's run on fast forward, see if we can see a few more guests coming in. There you go, Claudia, £50. So they've got more than enough cash to pay, and there's a cash point as well if they want to get more money out. If not, they can go home. Doesn't really bother me as long as I get their cash. So yeah, we're just going to carry on building slowly. We don't need to go over the top with this one, because if we build too many rides, we're just going to get loads of guests in the park, and then we're going to risk having problems with overcrowding. So it's better really to do it slowly but surely, especially when there's such a small goal like that. But yeah, we got 2 years. We're not going to have any issues. October, year 2. It's raining again. It's becoming a bit of a theme. We need 1,100 guests. We've got 1,147. The rating is up almost on maximum. We've got 23,000 loan, so we've taken out a few extra, but we can pay that back now that we get in. Now that we've done the guest goal and we're making tons of cash. So we've got this flawless coaster just down here. It goes up and down and a loop, cobra roll, another loop, barrel rolls, and then back to the station. Cool. And then just over here then we've got this wooden wild mine ride and a little drop tower just there, set to launch mode. And then just over here then we've got a vertical drop coaster, flight or fright, 6.81 excitement. Good stats on that. What was the name on these? A vibe, coal cracker, and just launcher. There you go. So we're still researching shops. We've done the guest goal. Got some fences down as well. Oh, look how pretty the place looks. Yeah, so can't really see us needing too many more rides. So it's starting to flatline now. So another ride, and that should go up again, and we should be fine. As I said, if we put down too many rides, we're going to get inundated with guests, and then we might suffer from overcrowding, especially when it rains like this and guests stop going on rides. I still haven't got rid of that fence. I will get rid of it, don't worry. Yeah, because if you look at this queue, once it dries up, guests will start going on the rides, and they'll go on the queue lines, and then there won't be as many on the paths. But when it rains, they flood the paths, and you get problems of overcrowding. So thankfully, since we don't have as many guests, we're not getting any issues. Cool. Yeah, so another year then, and we'll be fine. October, year 3. So I've added a little river raft ride around the outside of the cobra and then the loops from the flawless coaster. I don't know why it seemed like a good idea at the time. Looking at it now, I'm not so sure. Anyway, so we've got a nice little, like a food court type area just down there with seating areas as well. And that's basically all I've done, apart from add fences and things like that. We've done the guest goal. We always get a bit of a boost in like March, April, May. That's those sorts of months. So we've got almost 1,500. And look, oh, there's the rain. I was wondering where the rain was, because it seems to be a thing where every time I try and record, it rains. But we can see how that boosts the shop sales. Not much so far. So what did we do then? We came in, we got rid of all the starting rides apart from the junior coaster just over there. We added some paths just down and then started putting some rides down. We were charging £40, but we won Worst Park Award. Speaking of which, did we? I'm sure I saw us winning it. I'm sure I saw that we won. No? Best value park in the country. There you go. So we came full circle then. At the beginning of the game, we won worst value park because we were charging £40. We just didn't have the rides for it. But that was fine because we weren't worried because we were doing a slow build. So it didn't really matter. And we've won Best Value Park Award this year. So that's cool. So we've done a little plaza with our shops and things like that. We've been researching shops all the way through. And then after that, then it's just a case of building nice little path loops, putting rides inside and outside, making sure we've got plenty of space to expand to. So for example, if I was going to continue, we've got some space down here, not a huge amount, but you know, we could build a path just down there. We've got space here in the water, do a water ride. We've got space just off here. We could probably do another, like a path loop around, maybe around the mountain or something. We've got plenty of space up here and down the side as well. So always making sure that you've got room to expand into. Almost 1,500 guests and we only needed 1,100. And yes, so the last year haven't done much, just the river rapids and the river rafts and the shops just down there. So what should we look at? What should we look at? What should we look at? Last few videos, I always seem to completely forget that I should be looking at a coaster ready for the outro. Just to make the edit look a bit less janky. I just seem to have forgotten, like I haven't done this hundreds of times before. But anyway, yeah, probably the water coaster. Yeah, cool. So nice. Yeah, that's a nice shot there. Cool. And oh, it's October. Let's turn that off. We're gonna get the applause. They're gonna let go of the balloons, all different colors. Looks cool. Awesome sauce. Stew. Cool. So that was Holiday Forest then. Another scenario from Blaze's first scenario pack. Hope you enjoyed. If you want to play the scenarios, the link for the scenario pack is in the video description. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Oh, and the coaster I was going to focus on has just broken down. What are the chances? You know, you'd think they'd be slim, but it just always seems to happen. So where is the mechanic? Is there one? Mechanic 4 is heading to the ride. In your own time, we've only got an outro to film. Here you go. Walk, 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 walk. Come on, Mechanic 4. There you go. Anyway, so whilst we're doing that, what I'll do is I'll just do that. We'll turn that off. We'll focus in on a boat. We'll click this button in the corner. A little behind the scenes magic for you. Rotate it back. Put rides back on. We'll do that. We'll click play. So now we're all ready. There you go. Waiting for passengers at the station. Cool. He's going to fix the ride. And as soon as it says departed, then I know that's when we're going. Cool. So I'll see you on the next one. Bye. This is really awkward. Come on, Mechanic 4, get on with it.